Alright, so we had a week's worth of the testing ground Dominion, and now that that is all said and done, I am now able to finally give my thoughts and opinions on it, what I like and didn't like, things that I think could possibly be changed, small tweaks, and just my overall thoughts and opinions, because now I'm finally being able to get around to make this video after that weekend and having to deal with a little bit of jail school work. So, let's get the formality out of the way first. I am trying the green screen on a new layout, meaning the green background is not behind me. If y'all want the green background behind me in future videos, please let me know. And currently all I see on my end is a bunch of checkered squares, and you might see a green outline around me. If that is the case, I am sorry. I've gotten it as low as I can without making my whole face disappear. And we will have lo-fi music in the back of this because I know a lot of y'all enjoyed having it in my lo-fi vibe series, and I know that many of y'all requested it, so you ask and you shall receive. So this video, like the title, is going to be my thoughts and opinions and things I just liked or didn't like about the testing grounds, and just overall what I would change or if I think it needs a change or not. So to recap what the testing grounds were, it was for Dominion and Shinobi. The one that a lot of people were looking forward to was Shinobi. Shinobi's other little rework came in through the testing grounds. They tweaked some stuff, but the biggest thing was the renown change for all the classes and the way the points in the capture zones work for Dominion. Now, for live Dominion right now, there are these bonuses such as Defender bonus, Savior bonus, Avenger bonus, Revenge bonus. There is Survivor bonus, and I think there's like one or two more that I can't even think of. Now, in the Testing Grounds Dominion, that does not exist. They took away all those bonuses and standardized renown across the board, and this mainly affects heavies and assassins, heavies being notorious for getting essentially their tier 2, tier 3, tier 4 off of one team fight or 2 or 3 kills on a zone just because of the infamous Defender bonus. And the Defender bonus was honestly a big turnoff for me, and I feel like it was the same for a lot of people because you got punished too severely for trying to fight on a zone. And since they're wanting to go towards more offensive based and they're wanting people to attack each other more, I think the removal of that is a good change. And in the testing grounds, it feels nice not being bombarded with 3 Fury Flasks within the first 2 minutes of the game because my little baby Orochi decided to go push their home point 3 times and died. So, let's start out with the positives, the things I like. Like I said earlier, the fact that that Defender bonus is now gone. It is dead in that testing grounds. It is nice. Because currently, as y'all know, I'm currently getting BP and Glad to rep 70, so I got to feel it on both ends of the spectrum how the Defender bonus being gone actually helped. Now for BP, I will tell you this though, it did take me a while to get my feats, but it also took me a while for Glad to get my feats. It felt a little bit more balanced, and it encourages you to go for back caps, which is what they were going for, and they want to continue to, I would almost say, entice people or encourage them to be aggressive, since that is what they're going towards now. I know, y'all know I do not like the way that it is now with the whole reads and guessings thing. Y'all know I don't like that, but it's just something I'm still having to get used to, and I honestly feel like I've gotten used to it, so it's out of my control. At the end of the day, I'm just some guy posting a video on YouTube for people to watch and see my opinions. So for those of you that are enjoying these changes, good. I enjoyed them a lot. Now, I like the fact that they encourage the back capping. That is nice. You don't get as punished. That is very nice. Having all those bonuses gone is almost like a double-edged sword, and I'll get into that later. Now, they have also slowed down the points you get for sitting on a zone in the testing grounds, which is nice. It encourages you to get your butt out there and actually fight, because there are some teammates, let's be honest, all they would do is just sit on the zone and play the flute emote or the new triangle, or just the clapping emote and get all their feats. Mainly the heavies. I'm looking at you, Shigoki and Warlord. Y'all are infamous for doing that. It now encourages people to fight more. It encourages team fighting more, which is the meta currently. The meta is team fighting, and it's going to be like that until it changes. Because it used to be ganking, and now it is team fighting. And I like that people are actually fighting now, which is nice. It's a fighting game, you're supposed to fight. And I like that those changes are implemented because you are not afraid to back cap anymore. And I'm gonna explain a little bit more about this later, how it's a double-edged sword, the back capping as well. But if you are an assassin, you are, as somebody put it on Reddit, Cloud9. I know, right? I'm quoting Reddit. There goes all my credibility. Well, whatever credibility I had left. But with them being able to freely backcap zones and not have to worry about being punished, it is nice. You don't gotta worry about that. And if you're solo queuing in Dominion and the testing grounds Dominion, it makes it a little bit easier because it's like, hey, I can actually go over there and push now. I don't gotta worry about playing around my teammates and having to wait for old baby Timmy here as an Orochi to stop feeding revenge, and then we die and that heavy gets all his feats. It's nice. It makes solo queuing a lot easier. Now, the thing is that I've noticed, though, it is again encouraging people to get off the zones, and the minion lane is more important, which it always should be. It is one of the most important lanes in my opinion, because that is where you can also get a consistent amount of renown. It is always consistent, and the minions help out more than people think, because those little bastards still have that sticky dodge property. Good luck trying to dodge in them. They will still block you. Good luck. But those are my likes. Those are my likes for it, things that I like. And I enjoyed it. It made me play Dominion a lot more because the games lasted longer, and I'm used to that because I play Breach that, and I wait 15 to 20 minutes for a Breach game. So yeah, it's nice to be able to find quick games. Now, the things I didn't like, the double-edged swords, one of them was the back capping. One thing that everybody figured out very quickly in the competitive scene, I know throughout Reddit and Facebook groups or wherever there's a community for this game, beachhead became a very particular problem with these testing ground changes, because if you spawned on the defender side, meaning on the side of the gate that you're seeing on the screen to the right, if you spawn on that side, you had enough time to go over to the attacker's home point and contest them before they even captured it. Now, while you're over there contesting, your team still had enough time. Your team will still have enough time to capture your home point fully. And if the attackers try to send somebody over there to contest you, you would have already captured your zone before they got there. So, yeah, that just comes down to a balance change on the map or just a timer change, where I think the 5 seconds is a little bit too long if there is one person. Now, you could do it to where if there are 2 people on the zone, change it to 3.5 seconds, 3.5 seconds, make it to where it goes that quicker, because that would prevent that. And the 5 seconds for one person is alright, but to help prevent situations like that from happening, it would be best to change it to 3.5 seconds. Now, another thing I did not like that was a double-edged sword was the renown and the bonuses being gone, because I don't know if it's just the fact that I got so used to those bonuses I didn't even consciously worry about them until now. It takes a long time to get your feats, if I'm being honest. It can take a pretty long time, and that is for everybody, and sometimes it still doesn't make sense based on your kills, because I know the game will count assists sometimes, and it's like, well, what the world? How come I only have my tier 2? It takes a while, and they could honestly do some adjusting maybe to whenever you're sitting there maybe. Now, that's a whole numbers game, but I do still like the fact that it's balanced out amongst everybody, but the fact that it just takes a long time, that sucks. It really does suck. Now, my other gripe about this was, it depends on whether or not how much you like Shinobi. I have never liked Shinobi as a character. Whenever I played him for that one rep, I did not like him, and I do not like fighting against him in this testing grounds. And my biggest issue about him is his iframes. That is my biggest issue, and it is his forward and backward roll that he does. I think that's a little ridiculous that he can do that directly in your face with little stam loss and get away with it, and you can't do anything about it. Because the times I've tried to guard break, I don't know if it is a very strict timer or what. Somebody help me on this. The times I've tried to guard break, I will bounce off and I get punished for trying to punish him. And if you do not have a dodge attack, good luck trying to punish that, because Shinobi can still have enough time to do a backflip and roll into you and punish you trying to punish him. And everybody knows how much we all love being punished for trying to punish somebody that made a mistake. That is very clearly seen with Orochi and with Shinobi's iframes. That needs to be toned down a little bit. And I think his little kick mix-up needs to be toned down a little bit. And this is going to go into his tier 4, his Yama. The one where he gets successful health on a hit. Now, here's the thing. You might say, it's not that big of a problem. It's never been a problem. But the issue I have noticed is Shinobi gets a lot of damage in when he does that kick. Because the way it works is you are forced to sit there. You cannot risk the dodge because you will get hit with Sickle Rain, and since it's a 4v4 game mode, it is not worth dodging because if he throws that undodgeable and your guard's on the opposite side or somebody hit stuns for you, good luck, you're going to get infinite ganked. And I think another way they could probably change that is tone down the kick mix up a little bit, reduce the iframes, and reduce the health he gets on the Yama. I do not know the exact numbers. If somebody knows those exact numbers, please let me know. That is just one change I would make about him. Other than that, his other feats are fine. The stamina one is fine. That's fine. It's just stamina. It ain't health. Because healing in this game is a big factor. Especially in a fighting game where it's a 4v4 fighting game and there's so many factors. Healing matters. And I personally think that he heals a little bit too much whenever he does that. Now that can just come down to them fixing the kick, toning back the healing on the Yama, or just messing with the iframes. But so far, that is my biggest issue: is the iframes on his little forward and backward dodge roll, where he rolls like this. And that's my only issue. And those are my likes and dislikes. Overall, it's pretty good changes overall. I like it. It made me want to play Dominion more. Aside from Breach, because with Breach I normally spend about 15 to 20 minutes waiting for a game. The longest on stream at one point was 27 minutes for a Breach game, just for everybody to leave. And having these testing ground Dominion changes, it feels nice knowing that you can go in there and play and not be as heavily punished for it, because I was never a big fan of the idea of losing one team fight and then essentially losing the game because of one team fight that happened within the first minute of the game. I did not like that idea and concept, and I think this fixes it, and it makes it a bit more balanced towards both sides, unless it's Beachhead and Sentinel and Forge. Fuck those maps. Mainly Forge and Sentinel. Those maps just need to be gone. But overall, it makes it a better experience in terms of balance, I think. It gives you an even chance, like I said, unless it is Beachhead, Forge, or Sentinel, just because there's so many factors in play. And the fact that Renown is standardized across the board and everybody has an equal chance to get their feats, it is a nice and welcome change for me, as I'm currently playing Assassins and Heavies. Like I said, it allowed me to experience both sides of the spectrum. And it is nice. It's nice. You get to see a lot more people running around actually fighting and not being afraid to fight on the zones. Because for a lot of people that was a big turnoff, was, like I said, dying one time in a team fight on an enemy zone that is captured, and then everybody has their tier 4. Unless you're that one assassin that gets 4 assists and you still have your tier 2. But, like I said, dislikes: Shinobi's iframes, the Yama, the Renown, and the bonuses being gone. I ain't gonna lie, I miss those bonuses, but that's just how it is. It's probably just something I'm gonna have to get used to. And the fact that you're not having to worry about being melted by tier 4s immediately within the first 2 to 3 minutes of the game is nice. That is very, very nice. But you can also say whenever it gets down to the end game, because these games do take a little bit, hey, there gonna be some feats flying. There's some big feats flying. But yeah, that is it. That is my thoughts and opinions on the testing grounds. If you like this style of video with the green screen up here, let me know. Let me know your thoughts and opinions down in the comments. Everybody try to be civil. It's for honor. I know it ain't going to happen, but please try to be civil and consider everybody's opinions. Now, with that being said, I hope all y'all enjoyed. Subscribe to become a SEAL baby. And I'll see all y'all in the next one.